Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. One thing's for sure tonight, Doris. There'll be no lack of effort from either side. That comes across in their rebounding numbers and in going for those 50-50 balls.
These are two teams that take a tremendous amount of pride in their work habits. They have a requirement to get on the floor if there's a loose ball. You're willing to crash the boards on every possession. Neither team wants to be outworked.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard set is Irving and Curry. Durant is out there with Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And for the Celtics, out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the 1 spot. And it's Brown missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Durant down low. Brown's there. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Feeds it to Williams. Banked in off the glass. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And, boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
Grant Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Irving. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Brown, good.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown in pick and roll play. Just gets to his spot and scores it.
Irving with it, picked up by Brown. Irving passes to Claxton. Brown against Irving, passes it to Claxton. Shot clock at 2. It's Curry outside, and Horford pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Harris is checked in for Seth Curry. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
He had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense. And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
Now, here is Irving. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Smart finds Brown. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by Claxton. And maybe the only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
And it's Durant missing. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. To the paint, here's Horford, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Horford. And Kevin Durant has talked about the big 15 for the Nets, but Doris depth has been a concern.
Yes, but give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Now here's Durant. It's good.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
Smart finds Williams. And here's Brown for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got 7 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's blocked.
This guy is an absolute menace on the defensive end. Marcus Smart with the rejection.
Back to Brown. Horford with the screen on Harris. Brown kicks to Horford. This one for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant deciding where to go with it. Baseline try. The shot, no good. And Boston will go the other way with it. And the pass to Smart. Now Horford. Inside, and the dunk by Tatum.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talked about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's KD for 3. The shot, no good. Boston leading by 5. Outside, Smart. Outside, Williams. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. A shot off that time. And Brooklyn will come the other way. To the middle. Nets passing it around. It's Durant on the wing. O'Neal a screen on Tatum. Right at the free throw line. And he drops that one in.
That's just such confidence when Kevin Durant gets into that mid-range jumper. Like, forget about it, defense. It's over.
Outside Tatum. From deep. And they recover it. 2 points. That one goes.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Irving passes to Durant. Irving sets a screen for Durant. Over Smart. Irving against Tatum. Irving gets to Durant. There's the 3. Durant with another miss. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Smart. Brown with it. He's got 7. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brown.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
And Brown drops them both. And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
And stolen by Horford. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Brown's got 11 points.
Well, can we remember Jaylen Brown's got a 7-foot wingspan? That's an easy second chance opportunity.
Here's Irving. And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Irving. Some changes for Boston. Gallinari is checked in for Williams. And Brogdon subbed in for Tatum. Warren's checked in for Brooklyn. Celtics on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Smart kicks to Brown. Horford with a screen on Warren. Brown with it. He's picked up by O'Neal.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside, Smart. Back to Brown. Out to Gallinari. Outside, Horford. No good on the three. Nets trail by 11. Now Simmons. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Brown. 13 points in the game. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Time now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Robert Williams. David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. He told me that although he twisted the knee pretty badly, nothing looks like it's torn. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight, and he'll probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, well, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Here's Irving following the basket by Al Horford. Over Smart. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Down low, and the layup falls.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Pritchard, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And then for Brooklyn, Thomas checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Mills in for Irving. Simmons passes to Warren. Simmons sets a screen for Warren. Floats one up, and it goes down 2 points.
How about the delicate floater on display from T.J. Warren?
And here is Brogdon, still looking for his first bucket in this one. With the drive. 6 to shoot. Here's Gallinari, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here is O'Neal. He dishes it to Thomas. O'Neal trying to break through. Thomas, no good. Onari with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Brogdon left side. Shoots over Mills. Here's Horford. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's what we call attacking the glass with aggression and power. Al Horford, the second chance opportunity.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, G.A.? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
Al Simmons, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Simmons dishes to Thomas. Simmons, a screen on Brogdon. Thomas passes to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in, and the Nets making a change here as well. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Simmons. Thomas against Brogdon. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Mills passes to Thomas. O'Neal a screen on Brogdon. And here's Mills from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target.
Amongst the best in the league once he gets in rhythm. And in a catch and shoot, that's Patty's game to a T.
Brogdon against Thomas. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Here's Sumner. Kicks to O'Neal. Here's the 3. He can't get that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 10-point game. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Then there's Warren, and it's Mills, and it's Sumner in at the 2. And Derek White picks up the 5. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Passes it to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
That one is off.
Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The trade, the big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
And the second free throw, good. Despite the Nets' shifting lineup stores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum. An incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
And so Tatum nails them both. You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free. And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Irving passes to Sumner. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Smart. Irving against Smart. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Irving.
Well, contact is not going to prohibit Kyrie Irving from scoring. This guy has great instincts.
Outside Tatum. From deep three-point range. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 7.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Smart passes to Williams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got his first basket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Irving passes to KD. Over in the corner, Warren. They set the pick. 5 on the clock. Here's Claxton, and he slams it down right on top of Gallinari.
Well, when you possess T.J. Warren's scoring ability, shots for your teammates will become available, and T.J. delivers the pass on time and on target.
Now, here is Gallinari. The shape. And it's sent back by KD. The shot's good. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Durant with it. The pass to Sumner. Dishes to Warren. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Now here's Irving. He's got 9. Outside, KD. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 16. And Gallinari kicks to Smart. Outside, Tatum. Gallinari with a screen for Tatum.
The best offensive players in the league get to the free throw line consistently. This is where you're starting to see growth from Jason Tatum, wanting the contact, inviting the contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Edmund Sumner. And so Tatum nails them both. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
Outside Williams. Here's White. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Nets trail by 16. Outside, Simmons. They set the pick. Pass to Claxton. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Williams. Boston has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. The 3 from Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Jason Tatum has proven to be a knockdown three-point shooter. Huge asset for his team.
Harris, no good. Boston leading by 19. Outside, White. Pass to Williams. Launches a 3. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
And doors with Tatum and Brown, if they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
First free throw is good.
Guys, Guys, when you think about Joe Harris, he has become one of the most reliable, most efficient, most feared three-point shooters. This from a guy who was on the verge of being out of the NBA altogether at one point.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. And Harris drops them both. And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Tatum. Horford with the screen on KD. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Smart. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 17. Now here's Durant. There's the dish to Harris. Back to KD. Pass to Claxton. Out to Harris. Nets passing it around. Lets it go from deep. And the Nets miss again.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Brown finds Smart. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
Irving from long range. They get it back. Durant gets that one to drop. A rare make, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
But to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Horford. 8 points for him. Here's Smart. It's hauled in by Harris.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And hey, we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Irving passes to Simmons. To the inside. Claxton. And Boston with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smart. Now Williams. Guarded by Simmons. Shot's good by Williams.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Boston making some changes. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Grant Williams. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. Then for the Nets, O'Neal comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Irving. Now Mills. Passes it to O'Neal. Harris, right side. Clock at 6. There's a screen. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys, and if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
The pass to Tatum. Horford with a screen on Simmons. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown. A 3-ball. No good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. O'Neal inside. He's covered by Brown. Mills passes to Harris. Back to Mills. Harris outside. The tray. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Thomas checked in for the Nets.
Now into the lineup for the Nets, Cameron Thomas.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Mills. Pritchard passes to Brown. Over O'Neal. Boston again missing. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 17. Out left to the wing. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Screen by O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Mills can't hit. Celtics leading by 17. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Fires for 3. Tatum no good. Burnett shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Thomas kicks to O'Neal. Brogdon against Simmons. Back to O'Neal. Fires from deep. The rebound by Malcolm Brogdon. The Celtics shooting in this game 45%.
And Brogdon traded over the summer to the Celtics. I'm interested to see how he'll fit with the rest of the Celtics guards. They certainly have a deep rotation now and a lot of flexibility.
Here's Mills. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Simmons passes to Claxton. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Claxton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
This is why you love Ben Simmons, having the basketball in his hands. Such a good decision maker.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Brown jams it in.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep, Thomas. The offensive rebound. Claxton. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Pass to Claxton. 27 seconds left in the first half. And the basket by Thomas.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Tatum no good. And here's Mills. Here's O'Neal.
Boy, as good as he is on the offensive end, Jason Tatum showing he can be a factor defensively.
39.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see some go in. It feels good to see them go in early. And it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Now here is Horford. Poke loose and stolen by Simmons. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Smart kicks to Horford. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And it's Brown missing. Nets trail by 13. Here's Sumner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Irving sets a screen for KD. Rebounded by the Celtics. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Brown right side. And that one is good. Brown's got 19 points.
And guys, increasingly we've seen Jaylen Brown willing to shoulder the offensive burden, and boy, the ability just blossoming.
Now, here is Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Smart against Irving. Outside, Smart. He kicks to Brown. Outside, Tatum. From past the arc. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Irving passes to Sumner. Back to Irving. Over Smart. Irving can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's an 18-point lead. Pass to Smart. Brown with it. Here's Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And that one falls for Tatum.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Grant Williams. And so Tatum nails them both. Nets trail by 20. Irving passes to KD. Irving, a screen on Tatum. Looking to end the run. Chalk up 2 there. KD's got 8.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Gallinari. Tatum a screen. Gallinari down low. The layup off target. Nets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Simmons slams it in.
So impressive is the athleticism of Ben Simmons.
Irving against Smart. And here's Tatum for 3. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Warren's checked in. Celtics leading by 16. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, Marcus Smart, a tenacious defender, which doesn't always show up, I think, sometimes, Doris, on the statistical sheet after the game.
Well, and in fact, Kevin, different teams have different defensive metrics trying to measure that impact. All you have to do, though, with Marcus Smart is watch the guy work on that end. The way he tracks the play, the way he anticipates, just the energy he brings on the defensive end changes the equation.
Now here's Durant. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Good on the shot.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Smart dishes to Horford. Inside. Here's Tatum. Second chance shot. Goes up again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And he makes the first. Derek White's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in. And so Tatum nails them both. Nets trail by 19. Irving kicks to Durant. They set the screen. And he drops it in from the low post. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Tatum against Warren, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. T.J. Warren picks one up. Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both. Nets trail by 19. Irving with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. KD, that's for 2. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. KD's got 14 points for the game.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Passes to Tatum. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Tatum's got 29.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Warren, good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Tatum. He has 29. Out to White from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harris outside. There's the pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot from 12. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Contesting Kevin Durant's shot is so hard because his release point is so high.
Outside, White. Pass to Tatum. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He kicks it to Irving. Back to KD. Shoots over White. The kick out to Irving. Not going to go that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. What a contribution at the line so far. Going 10 for 10.
At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Boston making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. O'Neal's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Thomas comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Irving. And so Tatum nails them both. And it's Mills with the ball for the Nets. 17-point game. Timeout called the Nets. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
To Mills. Back to Warren. Screen by O'Neal. To the right side. The 3 from Mills. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Brogdon against Warren. O'Neal from long range. Boston grabs the miss. Gallinari's got 8 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Pritchard. Back to Gallinari. Wide, a screen on O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gallinari. Lays it up off the glass. Gallinari's got 6.
Well, Danilo Gallinari, great concentration, contested shot, no problem.
It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Mills. Here's the screen. The pass to Claxton. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Claxton's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Pass to Brogdon. Horford with the screen on Warren. Brogdon kicks to Horford. Shoots over Warren. And the shot is long. Nets trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Jason Tatum.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Mills. Pritchard passes to Tatum. There's the drive. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Thomas. Here's Claxton. Count it. 18 points for him.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Celtics leading by 15. Here's Pritchard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. Claxton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Claxton's got 20.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Tatum's shot is off. And it's Mills with the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 13. Outside Warren. Claxton the pass to Thomas. They set the pick. To the middle. A shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got 12 points now in the quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Nets trail by 11. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Mills can't hit. The Celtics shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. That one drops for him.
That's all about determination from Derek White. Doesn't let the contact deter him.
Outside Thomas. Pass to O'Neal. Nets passing it around. O'Neal a screen on Brogdon. Back to O'Neal. Outside Thomas. Lock at 6. On deep. Al Horford with the rebound. White against Thomas. And White kicks to Brogdon. Over O'Neal. And there's Brogdon on the assist by White. Brogdon's got his second basket of the game.
You can see Malcolm Brogdon has the ability to score from all 3 levels. In the paint, from 3, or right there going to the mid-range game.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Back to the action in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Kyrie Irving is out there with Thomas. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then it's Simmons. And it's KD in at the 3. Now here's Brown. Nice D from Durant. Tatum against Simmons. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Thomas. Celtics leading by 15. Passes it to Brown. The 8-footer. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 21 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, beautiful stroke from Jaylen Brown. Crucial moving forward that he shoot it well from the perimeter.
KD's shot is good.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The Celtics shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Now the pass to Tatum. Horford with a screen on KD. Tatum passes to Horford. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense there from KD. He dishes it to Simmons. Back to Durant. Four on the shot clock. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
We are talking about one of the greatest scorers in the history of NBA basketball. Kevin Durant's doing some work right now.
Picked by Horford. Brown with it. Now defended by Warren. Brown feeling out a bit. And stolen by Simmons. He feeds it to Warren. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, T.J. Warren's frame and game perfectly suited for a finish on the interior.
Smart dishes to Brown. Shoots over Warren. Drops it in from 11 feet. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's the type of shot they'd like to get on every single possession.
Simmons passes to Irving. Outside Durant from the arc. And the three ball is good.
That is fearlessness, right? Kevin Durant in the catch and shoot, understanding here's an opportunity, I'm going to take advantage.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. We present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Smart kicks to Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
You have to be willing to shoulder the offensive burden. I think Jason Tatum is built for it.
The wide open look for Durant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, consistent catch-and-shoot opportunities will be available for Jason Tatum, and he makes good on it.
Irving a screen on Brown. KD with it. Out guarded by Smart. Irving, good.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Smart passes to Brown. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got 25 points in the game.
You see Jaylen Brown, he has the kind of verticality, athleticism necessary to make tough shots inside.
Lets it go from the wing. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Irving.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Tatum down low. Simmons is there. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
On its way from Irving for 2. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Durant, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Here's Smart. Brown outside. Wants to get it to Tatum and does.
You see Jason Tatum rise above the defense and lead, no doubt.
Irving kicks to Simmons. Back to Irving. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 6 to shoot. Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
Boy, just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
Smart passes to Brown. Now Tatum lets the 3 fly. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists in the game.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now, here's Brogdon. Poked away. Brown the pass to Tatum. Takes it off the glass. Tatum's got 48.
Now, there's some thought that Jason Tatum has actually added a couple of inches to his height since he entered the league. Given that play, I believe it.
Here is Durant. Durant drawing the double team. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn.
Nicholas Claxton.
A deep 3 from Durant. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Brown outside. From outside, off the mark.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Brogdon.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics, Luke Cornett.
And Simmons kicks to Irving. Pass to Claxton. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Brown inside. He's covered by Warren. It's tipped.
Boy, T.J. Warren showing some activity on the defensive end. Great timing on that block.
Boston leading by 20. Brown kicks to Horford. Left block shot on the way, and it's in off the backboard. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout called, the Nets. Making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Simmons finds Irving. Pass to KD. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Layman is checked in for the Celtics. Here's Smart. Passes it to Tatum. Horford with the screen on Warren. Tatum.
Oh. You got to be kidding. I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trying to end the drought. No good that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Smart against Irving. Outside, Smart. The pass to Tatum. Picked by Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Smart against Irving. To the paint. Here's Warren. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for T.J. Warren. Smart passes to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense. No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Smart passes to Horford. Kicks it to Tatum. Back to Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
You know, if you give him the opportunity, Al Horford will seek contact. He wants to get to the line.
At the line for 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Grant Williams is checked in for Jake Layman. Gallinari comes in for Jason Tatum. Whitey's checked in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Smart. And then for Brooklyn, Thomas checked in for Warren. Edmund Sumner comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. And he makes both free throws. Now Simmons.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Nets working the ball around now. Thomas, no luck. The Celtics shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter.
Cameron Thomas, first personal foul, second team foul.
Brown is checked in for Al Horford.
Into the lineup for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
And the Celtics with possession here. Back to White. Brown outside. Off target from three-point range. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Rebounded by the Celtics. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Now here's Brown. And they double up Brown. Here's White. His three-pointers off the mark. And here is Thomas. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Simmons with it. Williams picks him up. Claxton with the bucket.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Mills. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
And we've got a pair of teams tonight that put a major emphasis on rebounding, Richard.
Yeah, when you look at the glass work, it is all about pride and effort. Look, no team that stresses rebounding wants to lose the battle on the boards.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Irving and Curry, they man the backcourt together. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Durant in at the three, the small forward.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. Smart passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Irving. There's the drive. Ooh, rejected by Horford.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
Smart against Irving. Outside Curry. Back to Irving. Outside Curry. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Claxton. Outside Simmons. Just 3 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Hauled in by Brown.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Smart. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Outside Tatum. Pass to Horford. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Connects from downtown.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Irving. No good off the back of the rim.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Now Smart. Outside Tatum. From deep three-point range. Durant pulls it in.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
Now here's Curry. Outside Irving. Over Smart. Can't get it to drop. And it's Boston the other way. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013. Their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. Didn't work out. And it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Now here's Irving. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Durant for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Outside, Brown. Boston, no good that time either. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. With the 10-footer. Misses off the left iron. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Pass to Tatum. Williams, a screen on Curry. Williams with it. Shoots over Curry. Williams misses. Here's Claxton. Durant for 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. Irving against Brown. Pass to Smart. Over Curry. The shot won't fall. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside Irving. Now Simmons. Down low. And stolen by Williams. To the wing, right side. To the middle. Goes up on the baseline. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Irving. Pass to Durant. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Here's Smart. And it's blocked by Irving.
How about that block from Irving there, getting the timing just right on the defense.
And here are the Nets now. Back to Durant. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Irving. Over Smart. Outside Curry. Screen by Claxton. Irving against Smart. To end the drought. The shot no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Pass to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Simmons finds Irving. Back to Simmons. Sinks that one from the post.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
Boston calls timeout.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Celtics making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. And a change for the Nets. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Durant. Horford passes to Smart. Outside, Brown. Over Warren. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 5 now.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
Right wing. Irving, a screen on Horford. Outside for Irving. There's the triple. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Irving's got his second basket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Brown. Horford, a screen on Warren. Here's Brown. Hauled in by Curry. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Irving finds Curry. Now Warren, defended by Brown. Now here's Brogdon. Pass to Horford. And here's Brown. Here he goes. And Brown with the stuff.
Say it with your chest, young fella. Jaylen Brown with the strong finish.
Smart against Irving. Outside Warren. Launches a 3. Rebound Boston. And here's Smart. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. Williams passes to Horford. The 11-footer. Keeps it alive. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. Now here's Warren. Pass to Claxton. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Smart against Simmons. Smart outside. Brogdon with the ball. Kicks it out to Smart. 4 on the clock. Here's Williams. That one drops for him. And now it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. For Boston. Williams is checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Horford. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. Mills with it. Back to Claxton. Pass to O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Left side Mills. And too long on the shot.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And RJ, you look at the road the Celtics had to the finals last year. Man, that's as tough as it gets.
BA, when I tell you, going through Durant and then Giannis, and then you saw the way that the Heat pushed them, and then you see the Warriors in the finals as a reward, that is as tough of a road as you will ever find. And I don't see anything phasing this team now, BA.
Now here's Mills. Outside Warren. Mills with a screen on Brown. Here's Warren. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, love the confidence Warren had on that shot. He knows how consistent he is at that range.
Outside, Brown. Wide open. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Mills. Pass to Warren. To the paint. Here's Claxton. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammates when they're uncovered.
Williams, a screen on Harris. Brogdon, the pass to Williams. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
There's 49 seconds left now in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Gallinari's shot is off. Brooklyn trailing. Harris passes to Mills. Back to Harris from deep. Gallinari pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Outside, Brown. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mills, the pass to Warren. From deep. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics. Well, Brooklyn's shooting a low 26% from the field. Grant Williams out there with Danilo Gallinari. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Derek White. And it's Brogdon in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you very much, Brian. Well, Jaylen Brown has been vocal when it comes to social justice. He said, quote, people need to step up and use their platform. Keep conversations alive and show people that you care. Where your influence is biggest, try to leverage it. Brian, he knows his stuff.
Stand up. Allie, thanks. Here's Sumner. He's guarded by White. Durant with a screen on Tatum. Pass to O'Neal. Up top, Durant. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
Outside Brogdon. From deep 3-point range. Sumner with a rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Tatum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Outside Brogdon. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. Brogdon's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
A legitimate threat beyond the arc. Brogdon's sense for when to shoot from there is outstanding.
He was all alone on that one.
You know, it seems like the Nets and KD played the will they or won't they all summer long. But no deal was found, and KD is giving it another shot with the Nets. Now, there just didn't seem to be a deal that was right to move Durant.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. White, the pass to Brogdon. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
Pass to O'Neal. Now Warren. Screen by O'Neal. Outside Durant. The 3-ball. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Celtics with the lead. Gallinari, the pass to White. Gallinari with a screen. Right at the free throw line. Again, Brogdon missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And the Nets miss again. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The drive by Tatum. Shoots from the baseline. Another miss by Brogdon. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Sumner. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Williams. Horford comes in for Gallinari. And Smart subbed in for Brogdon. Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving comes in for Harris. Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. Looking to end the drought. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
So the Nets making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Here's Irving. 5 points in the game. Pass to Simmons. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year, caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
Now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put you on the spot.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving, and he hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
No argument here. Now here's Tatum. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Williams, a screen on Curry. White finds Williams. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Irving against Smart. Outside Durant. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Smart passes to Williams. The 3 is up. That shot off. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. Releases, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Boston ball. Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Now White. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Horford outside. Buries it from 3. And the Celtics lead by 6.
You see the great fundamentals. Horford sets up with a quick shot off the feed. No hesitation.
Right side, Irving. Pass to Thomas. To end the run. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. The Celtics have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. And here's Smart. Horford, a screen on Irving. The drive by Smart. The kick to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Some changes for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch under guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Outside Irving. The floater. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Curry. Smart outside. They get it back. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
RJ, not too many teams are more willing to make bold front office moves than the Nets.
And we've seen it for a while. You had the Durant acquisition, the Ben Simmons trade. Brooklyn is never afraid to go all in to make a run for a championship.
Here's Thomas. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. They get it again. Claxton. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. The Celtics with the lead. Brown in the high post. Smart outside. Pass to Brown. Williams with the screen. Brown can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Irving. Over Smart. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 7 points.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence knowing that he's going to figure it out.
Pass to Brown. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Irving with it. He's got 7. Off the left rim and out. And for Boston, they're shooting 35% in the second so far. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Out to Horford. Fires the 3. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Outside Curry. Simmons with it. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. Robert Williams picks up one.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
And that one misses. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Well, the Celtics shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Here's Pritchard, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Williams with the screen. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, in his first few seasons, Peyton Pritchard really has provided a spark off the bench, Richard.
Well, he's proven to be a knockdown three-point shooter, converting over 40% of his shots from distance in his first 2 seasons. He also continues to impress with his playmaking.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
It's both from the stripe.
And the Boston Celtics are one of the most decorated teams in all of sports. Think about all the rings they've won, as well as the talent that they've had on their roster.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. Thomas misses. 1:56 left in the second period. Horford outside. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. .149 left in the first half of this game. Boston, no good that time either. Such a rich history for the respected Boston franchise.
From the days of Bill Russell to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale in the 80s, and then Pierce, Allen, KG, Rondo winning the ring in 08. The players on this roster understand how important it is to carry on that legacy.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Williams, and Brogdon is subbed in for Smart. And a change for the Nets. Warren's checked in. That one's no good.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And now the Nets on the break. Curry, that's good. Curry's gotten his first points in this one.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Williams. Back to Pritchard. Outside, Williams. 5 to shoot. Pass to Pritchard. From deep. And he gets it back. Williams with the screen. Pritchard, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Outside Warren. Now Simmons. Over Williams. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
It is tough for any defender to impact the jump shot when he's giving up so much height.
Now here's Brown. He has 7. Pass to Pritchard. Launches it.
And that's great defense. What Kyrie lacks in size, he makes up for with quickness, instinct, and basketball IQ.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what Robert Williams has done in this game.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Nash's 5. Irving and Curry, they man the backcourt together. Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Durant in at the 3.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. Here's Durant. The Celtics making their last shot. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Here's Irving. Williams grabs the board. The Celtics shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Back to Smart. Pass to Tatum from downtown. Out of bounds. It'll be the Nets ball.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Curry. Irving, the pass to Curry. Back to Irving. From outside the arc. Smart grabs the miss. Smart has got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. To the inside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, the savvy of Horford on display. Just tremendous passing as a big.
Pass to Durant. And here's Simmons. Horford covering. Here's Claxton. Outside Durant from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Curry. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. On the wing, Irving, defended by Smart. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 9.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Outside, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Horford. Brown with it. Picked up by Simmons. Brown can't hit.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it. In a league with the most skilled athletes in the world, Kyrie Irving just stands out. He can do anything with his handle, and he has every finish around the hoop.
Talking about Kyrie, I'll put you on the spot here, Richard. Is he the most skilled current NBA player?
Yes, without a doubt. He is the most skilled current NBA player, and it's really him and then everyone else, because it's the efficiency in which he can do it. And you did put me on the spot. Obviously, Steph has handles and a shot. The Beard can do some crazy stuff also, but Kyrie is my top.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Both free throws good from Irving. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Brown can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Durant. Right side, Irving. This one for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Brown passes to Smart. Back to Brown. Beyond the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Irving. Outside Curry. Takes the 3. Smart grabs the miss. Smart has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Irving comes to help. Now Tatum takes a 3. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Outside Curry. On the wing, Durant. The The three. Drains the triple. Durant's got 13.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
And Boston calls time here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Jaylen Brown. And the Nets making a change here. Here's Williams. 15 points in the game. Pass to Smart. Outside Gallinari. Shoots over Durant. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought. Oh, denied by Durant. Harris outside. Over to the wing. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Durant. Over Tatum. That one a little long. Boston trailing. Oh, there's the alley. And Williams punches it home.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Now here's Simmons. He's got 9, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Pass to Gallinari. Williams a screen on Simmons. Gallinari against Simmons. Williams a screen on Simmons. Now Gallinari. Now quiet so far offensively. Searching for his first points of the game. And Williams punches it home.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
And he can't get the first one.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Smart. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Sumner comes in for Durant. And the second free throw is good. You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Greg.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
White, good. Here's Sumner. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Mills. The three is up. Boston with a rebound. And here's Brogdon. Crafty move. The shot's good. And it's now only a 1-point Nets lead.
Well, Brogdon was not messing around there. The defense is right up on him, and he still finds the finish.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end.
Outside Mills. Three-pointer. Gallinari pulls it in. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
A nice shot by Tatum.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Pass to O'Neal. Now here's Warren. Clock at 6. Cash money from 16 feet away.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
Tatum with it. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Just a merciless, I don't even know what that word means, dunk by Tatum. Reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
For 3, O'Neal. No good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. White finds Brogdon. Left side, Williams. Outside, Tatum. Over Harris. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Outside Warren. The three. Rebound Boston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Throws it up high.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Outside Brogdon. Outside Gallinari. There's the three. And it's Harris with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
No good that time. Tatum with some nice D. Here's O'Neal. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Bills against White. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
Mills with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. From behind the arc. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams on the wing. There's Tatum with the three. He buries it from 3. Tatum's got 11 in the second half.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Outside Warren from the arc. Rebounded by Brogdon. The Celtics with the lead. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. White the pass to Brogdon. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
Longer than your average one. Brogdon, 6'5", can mix it up in the paint a little.
Pass to Mills. Shot to stop the run. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back.
51.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Williams' shot is good.
It's an evolving portion of Tatum's game, which is scary that he's still evolving, but it's becoming a staple.
Here's Irving. Outside Durant for 3. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it has space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Tatum. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for 1. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Shooting 1.
1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. And for Boston, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Smart passes to Tatum. Over Simmons. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Curry. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for the Nets, Seth Curry taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Smart passes to Williams. Outside Tatum. Over Simmons. Tatum gets the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 8.
And it's clear that Tatum loves the mid-range, excels at recognizing when to shoot from there.
Outside Curry. Back to Irving. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, PA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Horford. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul. First team foul.
Up top, Brown. To the middle. Here's Williams. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
3rd personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line, Robert Williams. At the line for 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Irving. Outside Curry. Back to Irving. That one is off. Smart with the defensive effort. The Celtics have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Horford, a screen on Durant. Steps back. Here's Tatum. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons, using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
The Nets call timeout. And please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Robert Williams.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight. But we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Nash was going over with his team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, "I don't care how far down we are. We can do this. Attack and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over."
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Irving. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Here's Durant. Williams grabs the board. For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Once Tatum's around the contact, it's over. A little room, just a little, is all that's needed for him to score.
Outside Durant. Can they get it? Here's Claxton. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Smart passes to Williams. And here's Tatum. Driving inside. And the layup is good off the glass. Tatum's got 17 points here in the second half.
Oh, you gotta prevent Tatum from getting into the lane. Because once he's in there, you're done.
On the wing, Durant. Floats one. Horford with the block. Tatum passes to Smart. Back to Tatum. Williams, a screen on Simmons. Pass to Williams.
Foul. Nicholas Claxton. 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line, Robert Williams. At the line for 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Durant, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Ho hum, guess what? Another bucket for KD. Just making the game look easy, somewhat boring. In 2008, Kevin Durant ran away with the Rookie of the Year award. It wasn't even really close. And still, I'm not sure we realize what an all-time great he'd become.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
Turns out that Durant's rookie season was the worst of his career, Richard.
And he was fantastic that year. But within 2 seasons, he'd become the league leader in scoring. His rebounding would improve, and by then we knew we were watching a Hall of Famer.
Here's Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Clever play by Tatum, drawing the attention to him, only to give it away.
Tatum against Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Horford finds Brown. Back to Horford. Smart left side. Horford outside. And stolen by Simmons. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And that one's good.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Pass to Tatum. Williams a screen on Durant. Tatum from long range. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Now here's Irving. Now Durant. From deep. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Smart against Irving. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Smart. And that one's good. Irving.
On the drive, Irving is so crafty. He's got so many different tricks. Left hand, right hand, fillet, floater. You pick it, he's got it.
Now here's Smart. Outside Tatum. To the paint. Here's Williams. And he can't bank that one in. Brooklyn has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. By Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Robert Williams picks up 1.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Seth Curry at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them. For Boston, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the 4th quarter. Outside Tatum. Horford outside. It's Brown on the wing. Horford a screen on Curry. Shoots from the line. Rebounded by the Nets. Durant's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Curry's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Smart outside. Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, good whistle there.
Team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Robert Williams. At the line for 2.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. And Brooklyn has possession. Now Irving. Outside Durant. Screen by Claxton. Shoots. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Durant's got 32 points in the game. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tatum. Williams, a screen on Durant. Unloads. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 7 assists in the game. So it's Brooklyn now. 6-point game. Outside Irving. Over Smart. Irving, no good. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Horford. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Irving against Smart. To the inside. Second shot opportunity, and Claxton gets the bucket.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Durant inside, pounded by Tatum. Durant's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Smart against Irving. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Intelligent play by Kyrie. He knows the pick and roll gets him some better options.
Tatum against Warren. Horford outside. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Kick out to Brown. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 9.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
Irving. Williams grabs the board. Boston has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Tatum. Williams, a screen on Warren. Here's Tatum. Another one falls for Boston.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
Here's Williams. To the right side. Outside Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Brooklyn with the board.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And it's Warren missing. And here's Smart. So we see the Celtics get the win here. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.